So, there's this webtoon called Black Sonata we're going to critique and promote. This is a requested critique. If you want to promote your Canvas comic, click the link in the description below. Hey, it's Pink Magic here. Today we're gonna critique / promote Black Sonata and Ein's arts. This is just my opinion and my suggestions. My words aren't law here. There is no right way to make art. That said, let's jump in. The summary of Black Sonata. In other people's eyes, Mikhail Lim seems to be the perfect guy. But what they don't know is that he has a sick and twisted hobby. Genre is drama, thriller, and from the summary, you can tell it has a deep mystery. It is a little bit too surface level right now. I would advise you to tell your audience more about what kind of secret this is, and touch a little bit more on the drama and dynamism of your character. Don't be afraid to give your character away a bit. You need to tell us what the story is, not just the concept. I'm gonna stop here to thank my Patreons. Thanks, guys. If you want your name up here in lights and a whole lot more comic behind the scenes and advice, check out my Patreon in the description below. I love the prologue. It sets the tone very well, and it's a very captivating episode that pulls you into the world instantly. Okay, episode 1. Straight away, we have these ominous clues, and Mikhail Lim is a music teacher at a prestigious private university in Malaysia with a great talent on the violin. And he is loved by his students. But it takes a turn when we learn that Mikhail's hobby is kidnapping and unaliving his victims. The scary part comes when we learn that his hobby is making art pieces out of them. If you guys are looking for a spooky and twisted read, I definitely recommend it. I like that you got right to the point in the first episode. This is essential for getting your viewers hooked. Not too long after, we meet my favorite character, Dan. He's a very good police inspector, so he just never gets enough sleep. And he always has that tired look, making him a little unfriendly. The part I like about the story is, you have something to say. All the characters have a past and a reason for why they are the way they are. Dan used to be caring, but it all changed after he lost someone dear to him. And his main objective is to find the one who did it. There's another story with Rohan, a police officer. He has a younger sister and is struggling to give her room to grow. And Karina, the journalist, is tangled in this whole mess as well. Their stories are connected in a whole larger story. I would advise you to use the dialogue as an opportunity to build the character and the whole story. Monologues are great, but try to convey the story through dialogue. This would just give additional details. Now you guys need to hit that sub button so that we can all find out what it does. Come on guys, look how big it is! So let's move on to the art and take a look at the thumbnails. I love it. You get up close, which is super important. This sea of thumbnails, a zoomed out image will never be seen. And a plain background makes him stand out even more. I like the blood. It establishes the genre right away. The lighting is good. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Good job. Your use of perspective really bumps up the art. You make good decisions as far as I've seen of what to show and what not to show. I love your art consistency. The characters are always on model. The character designs are very distinct. You can see them a mile away. I had a great experience reading this on my desktop, but not so much on my phone. Panels are just too short. The comics coming out now need to fill at least half of the phone screen, like in this panel. Just extend it a little and break up what he says into 2 bubbles, giving the audience a reason to scroll. The comedic panels had me rolling. They're on point. With such panels, I suggest tilting the angle and extending it a little. Take advantage of good-looking characters and give the audience something to look at. The end is good. You have your socials and your credits. Shout out to your team. Good job, guys. Lastly, lettering. The lettering is great. Nothing much to say, but this is a small thing. The balloon tail should always point to the source of the noise. For example, you need to bring that tail to his mouth. It can point in his general direction, but not directly at some place other than his mouth. And that's Black Sonata by Eins Arts. The link is in the description below. Show the creator some love and give it a 10-star rating. It's a nice thing to do. Let's support our comic creator community. This was a requested critique by the creator of the comic. If you want your comic reviewed, check out the link in the description below. And don't forget to check out our comic. Show it some love, guys. The link, it will also be in the description below. Lots of descriptions. And lastly, show the PM fam some love, lots of love, by liking, commenting, and sharing this video with all your creator buddies. Bye guys, and happy reading!